Alright there, YouTubers. I had a couple minutes this morning here to make a couple videos. So the next video that we're going to make here is it's going to be a two-part video. So we're going to discuss farming, and we're going to discuss war. How to pick your opponent for farming, and what you're looking for in war, and how to get that 3-star, or at least how to attack a base and give a solid attack. So, the most important thing when you're farming, the number one thing, is you have to know how much your army costs, and you have to know what you're going for and how to get it. Yes, it's awesome when you can find that abandoned base. Basically just collect those collectors and then get out there, get out of that attack without damaging your heroes. But with the current rules of the game, it's harder and harder to find those abandoned bases, and a lot of times you do have to attack an active base. So let's take a look here at my attack. As you can see here, I run a pretty expensive army. Queen Walk costs me about 250, and then if I use all my spells, I mean that can easily be a 350,000 raid. So it takes me a little while longer to get enough money to buy a wall piece with with elixir, 4 million elixir, but I am making a ton of gold and dark elixir. So I really like to look for dark elixir number 1, gold number 2, and then elixir number 3. I got this guy over here earlier for just a massive amount of money. So let's take a look at that raid. So as you can see here, we have an abandoned base. It's not completely abandoned. It hasn't been abandoned very long because he still has his expos, and he still has one Inferno tower. It is sent to single, which is I'll show you how to expose that. But this is a really good base for me. The defenses are really low, so I knew that I was going to be able to get a good chunk of that money. So as I send my queen in here, blew up the wall section. When you queen walk, you have to basically always, try to get that, air rockets. That's what you're targeting. So once you take out the air rockets, the base is very easily taken out. The way that the member here has their air rocket behind a wall section with one wall in between, that can be problematic if you don't know how to take care of it. But if the air rockets are too far inward, as my queen busts through this wall section and gets in here, starts going around, the air rocket can take out the pixie, the healer. So you just got to know how to take care of it. So for this time, I decided to blow out some walls. Once I saw that expo ran out of juice, I knew that I was going to be able to get a good chunk of this base. So then I start spreading out my my tanking force, which is my giants. So send in a giant and then send in some backup. Sent in some giant here, sent in some backup. But my main attack force here is I wanted to come in this way. And then as you can see here, I launched my golem up on this northern ridge. And then here in a couple minutes you'll see I'll sprinkle a couple troops behind it. You don't ever really want to send in just mass troops because your splash defenses will take them out pretty easily. So let's zoom out so you can see everything. So if you see here, you always want to send in a tank force and then something behind them to really back them up. If you send in a tank force without backup, all that's going to happen is your tank force is going to die and you've lost the use of that tank force. So tank force, backup. As you can see here, I'm basically attacking all sides of this base all at once. And that's how you really make best use of your time. So this greedy little pig just took all that money. Check that loot out. Plus the bonus money that I got. That was a really good raid. So use your tank force, use your backup, and attack from multi-facets of the base. That's how you really take over those bases. Let's take a look here. at the bases here. So I hit this guy. Let's go ahead and take a look at the base, how I did it. Alright, so as you can see here, this guy has a lot of really big problems. The first one is his clan castle is very, very easily lured. So he should have definitely moved this clan castle inward. And then the open design, I definitely don't recommend open designs anymore in this game. Not only are you open to mass Valk, you're also open to go wipes, witch raids. There's a whole line of attacks that open design bases, they don't work anymore. So you've got to really compartmentalize your base and then slow the attackers down. So I knew that I was going to basically easily be able to lure this clan castle and then move in and queen walk with a mass Valk raid. I'll put it on 2 speed here. So lure the clan castle, plan my attack. So if you see here, I wanted to make really good use of the time. I knew how to take out that eagle artillery. So once I launched my queen, the queen is going to take a look at that lava hound, take him out, and then be able to move towards taking this guy out. Alright, so when that lava basically blew up, you got to move quick. You got to send in your cloak ability, and then this kind of opens me up. Now I'm in the phase 2. Phase 2, once you take care of the clan castle troops, is to start picking apart the base and taking out the parts that are going to be problematic. So I knew that the eagle artillery was my number 1, but this single inferno was number 2. The way that you take out the single infernos is by overpowering them. You're going to overpower them either with witches, with Valks, even giants. So as I move in now, blow the walls up, start moving towards that eagle artillery, freeze it, I can start sending in my troops. So the eagle artillery goes down, that inferno goes down, and now I can basically just rape and pillage. I saved my other freeze for this inferno tower up here. Valks move around, send in some hogs, send in my king to clean up. I knew this attack was going really well. The healers are still on my queen, so I have a full queen, full king, moving around the base, starting to run out of time. So that's just something that you have to. Time management is a huge part of 3-starring your opponent. So got that 3-star. If there's one thing that I know right now when I'm looking down the bases, so if you find that you're getting attacked early in the war and you're getting 3-starred right away, there's a reason for that. So let's take a look at the war events and let's check and see who's getting attacked first and with what and why. So we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Alright, it looks like Rockstar got attacked first. I'm pretty sure that he's a pretty low town hall. But again, there's always going to be a reason why you're getting attacked first. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I mean, your lower town halls are going to get knocked out pretty quick. Let's take a look at the town hall 7s. Let me see if I can find one of the town hall 7s just to prove a point. So we're going to scroll all the way down here. Alright, so Marquis Pro, J Jr. Yeah, most of our lower guys are getting attacked first. So we smoked this clan. Alright, so Rage got hit. No, Rage attacked. They really didn't 3-star many of us. Yeah, most of these attacks are lower attacks. Alright, so let's do this a different way because this isn't really working. So we're going to take a look at... So Bilo, he was kind of attacked first. So let's scout him. Yeah, so Town Hall 7, he got attacked first. The first thing that I see is the clan castle is very easily lurable. Very easily. And then once it's lured, I mean, they're going to come in, they're probably going to drag raid him. I don't even know if I watched it. Granted, he got attacked by... No, he got hogged. So, why would I hog this base if I was their top guy? Because there's not a lot of open 2x2 spaces. So, this is really the only spot that he could have hid double giant bombs. So when this attacker came in with the dragons, it was really the right attack, because once the dragons get past this point, this entire bottom section is open to hog ride. Yep, and that's exactly what he did. So the attacker basically put his dragons in over here and then launched his hogs over here. So knowing that the hogs aren't going to go up because there's nothing up there, the hogs then come across the base and there's nothing to stop them. Is there anything that could have been done? No. I mean, this guy was, Town Hall 10 with 240 troops. Came in with, near max dragons and pretty low level hogs. But nonetheless, it's just something that you can look at on how to defend. The problem with this base is that there's not enough dead space to really make attackers question where the money is. Let's take a look at Joe Face base here. Yep, so this is I see this base on YouTube. It's basically exact layout. If you find a base on YouTube that looks really good, the enemy is also able to, find that base. So if you are going to use a base off YouTube, just make sure that you change the traps up. The good thing on this is, even though it looks like this base is unlurable clan castle, it's actually not. This cannon over here is within the outside of the ring, so you can easily lure the clan castle, with this layout. So let's see here what happened. So good thing for Joe Face. I mean, this guy came at him with 3 different heroes. So I mean, there's not really much that he's going to be able to do. He's going to get 3-starred. But the clan castle was easily lurable also. This is a pretty decent base. But again, there's no place for the double giant bombs to hide. So I would recommend maybe moving this wall section inward, opening some spaces where there can be double giant bombs, and that'll make attackers change their mind on how to attack a base like this. And then got 3-starred. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, again, there's no such thing as, anti 2-star base in war. Maybe anti 2-star against a town hall your level. However, most clans don't attack. If they do, it's going to be a 1-star attack. You want to come down and really punish the base. That's a couple levels below you. So, our war strategy, I mean, we talk about it all the time. I don't really want to release on this because anyone can look up my page. But just follow the strategy, make that clan castle unlurable, and then really make the enemy question whether or not they can attack you. And then definitely make sure that when you're farming, that you're doing it smartly. If your attacking squad costs 400,000 and you're only making 100,000, it's not worth your time. So don't be afraid to hit next. Don't be afraid to, even 100,000. Sometimes I got to hit next 100 times to find a good town to attack. But that money that I make on it, if I'm making, 1.5 million on that attack, I mean, what's investing 100,000 in gold? So make sure that you're picking your opponents wisely, is what I'm basically saying here. And then when you go into war, we attack 2 down. Okay, we don't attack mirror, and you can go down as low as you need to go in order to 3-star. That's why we include so many Town Hall 5s, 4s, and 3s. Yes, they're not going to be able to attack and do much, but our core members are going to be able to get down there and really clean up. And make sure that when you're attacking, that you're doing the 3-star attacks with your best possible troops. You have a plan. Make sure in your request for troops that you put for war, and then that you actually use those troops in war. So that's my advice on how to pick a base for farming and war. And then make sure that you're making a good defense. Make that clan castle in the center, compartmentalize your base a little bit, make some dead space. That's the only way to attack and defend. So with that, DCC Slob, I'm out.